let's keep going with the minor position. We have D is a minor position, E, and then A is minor as well, and above B. Easy to remember, D and E. I can play those together. I can also go up to A. So obviously the possibilities are infinite, but the idea is to break free from a limited number of options to opening up to a lot of options. I thought, since we're on that 3-note pattern improvisation in 8th note, another very useful pattern to master is the triad. So a triad in, for example, C major, C, E, G. So now I can use my pinky. And I can also play this in an 8th note pattern, 1 and 2. So how we're gonna make this interesting for improvising? First, it's very important to master inversions. So let's say I do this pattern in 8th note. Although I have groups of 3 notes in the right hand, I'm going to move up the different inversions. So let's go over this in case this is new for you. C, E, G is called root position. If I start on E, E, G, C is called first inversion. The name doesn't really matter, but it's what it is. And if I keep moving up, G, C, E is the second inversion. And if I keep going, I'm back to the root position. So we're gonna play 8th note and we're gonna go up those inversions, up and down. So already that increases drastically our vocabulary. We have the minor hand grip, the major hand grip, now the scale pattern, and now we also have the triad inversions. So I think that's pretty good. If all this is new to you, for you, there's a lot of things to practice right there. Maybe I'll throw in one more thing. Although we want to enrich our vocabulary, I always like to practice things in pairs. The brain really works really well when we work with 2 things at a time and not more. One thing is not enough to make music. It's a little limited if I have only this. So the idea is to use 2 things. My hand grip on C, hand grip on G. So out of all those things I'm giving you, you want to practice kind of like two things at a time, okay? So inversion is its own thing because you need to master one chord inversion. But let's say once you master the inversion, then you would want to combine pairs of triad. So let's say if I combine C and D minor, that's right above it. And I'm gonna use again my rhythm of eighth note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Now if I go up, I'm gonna have to play the other inversions, and the idea is to keep alternating between the one chord and the next. So C root, D root, C first inversion, D minor inversion. Throwing a little Japanese hand grip in there. So you can experiment for yourself. Possibilities are infinite. C and D work really nicely. I can also, if I move up to the dominant, G major, step up to A minor. Those are really nice pair of chords, and I can do the same improvisation. So you're gonna see some sound work really nicely, some don't really work. You know, basically, if we have a right hand, the more different from the left, the more exotic sound we'll get. So, you know, for example, if I'm on C and I have this A minor and G close to it, I get some really rich sound with some very simple material. Soon we'll be talking about 5-finger hand grip. We gotta use all those fingers.